All right, folks, it's time for the Northeast premier fishing show, The Fishing Line with Rich Johnson, now in our second decade. The Fishing Line is brought to you by Marine Formula STABIL. To prevent the damaging effects of ethanol in your fuel tank, use Marine Formula STABIL. And by the Long Island Power Authority. More choice, better service, LIPA. And by the Fishing Report Hotline. 24-hour fishing reports by phone when you need them.
Hey folks, you've been coming to the FishingLine.com site for years for the only up-to-the-minute fishing reports on the web. Now get the same great reports 24 hours a day by telephone. That's right, the new Fishing Line report line is up and running, and best of all, it's free. No membership fees, no pay-by-the-minute fees that cost you nothing. A free phone call for the best updated reports 24 hours a day, all by phone. Call 516-977-2088, 516-977-2088.
This is Ed's boat. It costs big bucks.
Yeah.
This is new Marine Formula STABIL ethanol treatment. It costs a few bucks. When Ed fuels up, he doesn't add new Marine Formula STABIL.
Nah.
Too bad, because the ethanol in his fuel caused engine deposits and corrosion. Now it won't start, and repairs are big bucks. Poor Ed. Marine Formula STABIL would prevent that, with twice the corrosion protection, 4 times the cleaners. Now when you fill up and when you store, start with STABIL.
Hey Surfcasters, would you like to learn the real secrets of the surf game? Well, now you can by fishing with licensed guide and TV host Rich Johnson of The Fishing Line. Whether a beginner or a surf rat, learn to read the beach, fish plugs, or bait, and all quality tackle is supplied free. Fish 1 or 2 people or get gift certificates. From Montauk to New York City, get consistency and quality in your fishing game by fishing with Rich Johnson of The Fishing Line. Call 516-889-6895. That's 516-889-6895 or thefishingline.com.
Hey fishermen! For the most comprehensive reports and fishing information on the internet, log on to www.thefishingline.com. Thefishingline.com has fishing reports for boats, surf, freshwater, or party and charter boats for Long Island's tri-state area. Now you can listen to the Fishing Line radio show live on the web, Saturdays at 4 p.m. or see video clips of the TV show. Know where they are, not where they were, with thefishingline.com. What you need to know in fishing, it's www.thefishingline.com.
Welcome back to part 2 of our trip to the North Fork of Long Island for the Jimmy V Foundation as we catch bass and blues with Blaine Applegate and the Ford family from Philadelphia aboard the Celtic Horizon of Orient Point with Captain Dave Lawrence. Got to keep the baits moving. Oh, you dog. There we go. Oh, it's a bass. Here we go. Yeah. Might actually be close. There you go. Another 26-incher. Up. Blake's in. Just hold him there, Blake. Oh, there's a nice bass. That's going to be the first keeper right there. It's worth measuring anyway.
It's only 26.
Squeeze the tail. 25, almost. You got 3 more inches to go. Oh, there you go. Oh, you got him on the way up. Look at that. Woo! I saw that. That's something else, huh? Keep them coming. Here we go. Another bluefish. Oh! Oh, you really? You got stuck in the bottom?
Hit the bottom. That's the little thing.
Did it snap off?
Yeah.
Now make sure you get down to the bottom, Noel. No. See, that reel's a little bit easier to use, isn't it? It's a little bit lighter too, right? Did you hit the bottom on that one? Yeah. Okay. Now, another way to jig is, Nolan, you can put it down the bottom, okay? It's going to put it down the bottom, put it in free spool, put it down the bottom. When you hit the bottom, put it in gear. Turn the handle, not just lift up on the rod. But hard, a hard snap. Like that, right. And sometimes I'll hit it on the way up like that. It feels like a freight train hitting you. Now, if you feel like you've lost contact with the bottom, then you would let some more line out and start it over again. So let some line out, Nolan. When you hit the bottom, the line stops, and just start lifting up on the rod. Hard snaps of the rod. There you go. Right. A little bit more work than cranking, but sometimes the fish want one or the other. Sometimes they want both, but sometimes they want one technique over the other, Nolan. Oh, that feels like a good one there, Nolan. How's that feel, huh? You can't talk, you're so tired. Woo! That's it. Keep them coming, keep them coming. You're getting some big bluefish here, Nolan. Maybe this is your big keeper bass. Keep it going, keep it going. That's it, that's it. All right, here we go. Step back, step back. Up, here he comes this side. That's it. Good job, Nolan. Oh, yeah, that's a big 12-pounder there. Look at that. Woo! Look at that one, huh? Yeah. Oh. Atta boy. How's that rod? A little easier for you to work, right? Yeah, it's a lot lighter for you. Yeah, baby. You got one on too?
Yeah.
All right, you slide down here in the corner, and Blaine, you come up over and around him. That's it. So Blaine, how do you like this fishing up here compared to what you do down there in South Jersey where you get the little bluefish?
It's phenomenal. the blues are big, and there are no fishing blues, believe me.
No, that's for sure.
It's phenomenal. And they are, seriously, as you promised, they are jumping in the boat.
Yep, yep. Now, you've been associated with the Jimmy V Foundation for a while. You go to all their dinners. You came up to the dinner this past Thursday, which is actually October of '05 as we're preparing our shows for '06. You've been involved with the Jimmy V Foundation for quite a while now, haven't you?
I have, and it is a phenomenal event. It's growing every year.
Right.
Cancer touches all of us.
That's right, it does.
And the sad thing is, whether it's you or me, it's somebody we know.
It's always somebody you know, right?
We're either giving care, we're helping raise money.
Right.
It's one of the reasons why we're here.
You got your drag on tight enough? There you go, try that. All right.
As you can tell,
You just saw small fish down in South Jersey. But we were proud to come on board the Jimmy V Foundation as our sponsor, Pratco, who, makes a lot of great companies, Bomber, Creek Chub, Yum Baits, all part of the Pratco family, is part of this Lure for the Cure, which really got kind of how the fishing line got involved in this as well. And matter of fact, let's go talk to Nick Valvano now at the dinner and talk about how the Jimmy V Foundation came about and the Lure for the Cure as well. Watch this. Cancer's not a funny thing, but it's funny how this whole thing came about, Nick, because now that I hit 50, I don't want to make you feel any older being my old high school teacher, but now that I hit 50, the American Cancer Society came to me and asked me to be a spokesman for men over 50 who should have colonoscopies at the age of 50. And some of our fans out there, Nick, actually saw my better half on the table on TV on Channel 7.
Great for ratings.
But that's what this thing is. And tell us more about the Jimmy V Foundation and your brother and how this whole thing came about.
Well, it started in 1993. He was diagnosed in 92, in the middle of the year, and then ESPN came to him in the beginning of 93 and said, listen, would you like our help in starting a foundation? Mm-hmm. And when Jimmy was diagnosed, we knew he only had about 9 months to live. But you keep hoping. You keep hoping that maybe he'd be that small percentage that would beat it. But he asked every single board member who to be on our board, the first 14, and they're all still there. And we raise money and we give it primarily to scientists, right, and for their research projects. Our initial grants are for young investigators, people who are trying to start their labs. Mm-hmm. So we're like a venture capitalist. We give them seed money. They have a second series of grants where we fund more complex and projects that are close to clinical trials. And then we spend a fair amount of money on awareness, trying to do the kind of things that you did.
Right.
We believe that there are certain cancers that detected early will win the battle. And education is going to be what's going to get people to, not watching you, but education is going to get them to go for the testing.
Because they actually found a polyp in me that was precancerous, but it was so small that if it was done with a virtual new age, space age technology colonoscopy, they would never found it. They would have told me to come back in 5 years, and by that time I could very well have had colon cancer.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a smart thing that you're doing, and I really need to make light of it. But any way we can get that message to people that they pay attention and they start thinking that they're invincible,
right,
and they'll take care of themselves, we'll have a better success rate.
We're all invincible at 18 and 28,
That's right.
but at 48 and 58, it's a whole different story. Let's go back to small fish, and we'll come back with Nick Valvano and talk more about his brother Jimmy and the foundation a little bit later in the show. Well, you know, Nick was my old high school accounting teacher, Blaine.
Which explains maybe why you're in the fishing industry.
That's right. And I didn't go into business, that's right.
And not exactly in the math industry.
That's right.
And it's not a slam on Nick. That might have something to do with you as a student.
That's right. Well, slam me instead. Here we go. What do we got?
And I'm just kidding. You're.
I know. Let's see. Bluefish, step back. Oh, he came off. Good. That's where I want to release him. All right, let's move it up. All right, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come back with Blaine, Tim, Nolan, and Blake. After this commercial break, stay with us. We'll be back here doing some exciting fishing up here on the North Fork of Long Mountain, Orient Point. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Good job there. All right, let's get some more fish, huh? Yeah, baby.
Hey fishermen, for the most comprehensive reports and fishing information on the internet, log on to www.thefishingline.com. Thefishingline.com has fishing reports for boats, surf, freshwater, or party and charter boats for Long Island's tri-state area. Now you can listen to the Fishing Line radio show live on the web, Saturdays at 4 p.m. or see video clips of the TV show. Know where they are, not where they were, with thefishingline.com. What you need to know in fishing, it's www.thefishingline.com.
53. We have 53 great energy-saving tips that will help save on your electric bill.
Like our tips 8 and 10. Choosing the proper size central air conditioner, using a professional installer, and cleaning or replacing the air filter once a month will help ensure you get the most energy and money savings possible.
For more energy-saving tips, visit www.lipower.org and download our 53 Ways to Save Energy pamphlet. LIPA. More choice, better service.
Oh, fish on, here we go. Hey folks, when I'm not out here doing the Fishing Line television show, guess what I'm doing? I'm on WGBB 1240 AM bringing you the Fishing Line radio show every Saturday afternoon with up-to-the-minute fishing reports throughout the show, weekly guest experts sharing their tips and secrets, and we take your phone calls live on the air. If you want to know where the fish are, not where they were, join me every Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. on WGBB 1240 AM radio for the Fishing Line.
Hey Surfcasters, would you like to learn the real secrets of the surf game? Well, now you can by fishing with licensed guide and TV host Rich Johnson of The Fishing Line. Whether a beginner or a surf rat, learn to read the beach, fish plugs, or bait, and all quality tackle is supplied free. Fish 1 or 2 people or get gift certificates. From Montauk to New York City, get consistency and quality in your fishing game by fishing with Rich Johnson of The Fishing Line. Call 516-889-6895. That's 516-889-6895 or thefishingline.com.
Up there we go. Look at that one. That's fighting good. You do a lot of fishing, Nolan?
Yeah.
Where do you fish? We got color.
North Jersey.
North Jersey.
Delaware. And
striped bass. That's going to be a keeper,
Delaware
I think.
River.
Look at that. There we go. There we go. Let's step back. Let the mate have it. Then we'll have to measure that one, Nolan. Oh, now we're on red bucktail with the yellow pork rind. That's probably going to be very close.
It's going to be a little short, I think.
We'll see what happens with that. That's the start. You see now what's happening here, Nolan. Now we explained to you what the rips are, right? Remember we're doing little short drifts and we come up this hill? And what we're doing is we're establishing like feeding lanes, okay? So you'll see us go this way up the hill, then come over here and go up the hill, and then come over here and go up the hill. It's almost like a bowling alley. We're trying to figure out what lane the fish are going to be biting on.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
So how old are you?
11.
Yeah, what grade are you in now?
6th.
Yeah, what do you like in school? Anything?
Not really.
You like fishing, all right?
Yeah.
I will do some more fishing. We'll let your brother in here next time.
Alright.
All right, thanks, Noel. Now I'll take this from you. All right. Look at that. That's a Littoral Society tag. Hey, see what we got here? This yellow spaghetti tag here. This is, look, it's got little something grown off of it here.
Yeah, it's been tagged a long time.
But this has been tagged a long time. This is these yellow ones are from the American Littoral Society, and the information will be written on the tag. So what you can do is you can take the information. You have two options here. You can take the tag off the fish and send the tag in and let the fish go, or you can let the fish go and record the information here and give it to the American Littoral Society. And what happens is the American Littoral Society will send you the history of the fish, where it was tagged, how big it was when it was tagged, and you get all that information mailed to you. It's actually pretty interesting and a good way to manage fish. So you want to just take the tag? We'll take the tag, and we'll send this in. A lot of times they send you a free hat or something like that. We'll measure the fish, probably going to be about 26 inches, I would think. 25. All right. So when we send this in, we're going to tell them it was a 25-inch bass, where it was caught. We'll give them the number that's on this tag, and they'll give us the history of where that fish was tagged originally. It could have been Sheepshead Bay, could have been Maryland, could have been Jersey. There's no telling where that fish originated from. Researchers help bring back the striped bass through foundations like the American Littoral Society. And with your help and donations to the Jimmy V Foundation, research can also make a world of difference in the fight against cancer. The Fishing Line will be donating all proceeds from the sales of these episodes to the Jimmy V Foundation as our contribution to the fight against cancer. Hey folks, you've been coming to the FishingLine.com site for years for the only up-to-the-minute fishing reports on the web. Now get the same great reports 24 hours a day by telephone. That's right, the new Fishing Line report line is up and running, and best of all, it's free. No membership fees, no pay-by-the-minute fees, it costs you nothing. A free phone call for the best updated reports 24 hours a day, all by phone. Call 516-977-2088. 516-977-2088.
This is Ed's boat. It costs big bucks.
Yeah.
This is new Marine Formula STABIL ethanol treatment. It costs a few bucks. When Ed fuels up, he doesn't add new Marine Formula STABIL.
Nah.
Too bad, because the ethanol in his fuel caused engine deposits and corrosion. Now it won't start, and repairs are big bucks. Poor Ed. Marine Formula STABIL would prevent that, with twice the corrosion protection, 4 times the cleaners. Now when you fill up and when you store, start with STABIL.
Hey Surfcasters, would you like to learn the real secrets of the surf game? Well, now you can by fishing with licensed guide and TV host Rich Johnson of The Fishing Line. Whether a beginner or a surf rat, learn to read the beach, fish plugs, or bait, and all quality tackle is supplied free. Fish 1 or 2 people or get gift certificates. From Montauk to New York City, get consistency and quality in your fishing game by fishing with Rich Johnson of The Fishing Line. Call 516-889-6895. That's 516-889-6895 or thefishingline.com.
Hey fishermen! For the most comprehensive reports and fishing information on the internet, log on to www.thefishingline.com. Thefishingline.com has fishing reports for boats, surf, freshwater, or party and charter boats for Long Island's tri-state area. Now you can listen to the Fishing Line radio show live on the web, Saturdays at 4 p.m. or see video clips of the TV show. Know where they are, not where they were, with thefishingline.com. What you need to know in fishing, it's www.thefishingline.com.
Kenny, you want to work this one? There you go. Keep that off the bottom. Yeah, just keep them turning. Just keep them turning. Does it feel like a nice fish play? How does it feel?
It feels pretty good. He's fighting.
Now walk into this corner. Walk into this corner. That's it. Walk into the corner. Keep them coming.
Oh yeah.
That's better. That's better. There's your first keeper. That's it. and it's short. We'll get a keeper out of here. What's happening is we spent most of the time diamond jigging with these guys today, and then we went into the slack tide. All right, so slack tide means the fish basically shut down. We tried to diamond jig a couple. Okay, watch your feet. We tried to diamond jig a couple of fish. It wasn't happening. We just had to wait for the tide to come on. Once the tide comes on, they start to feed a little bit more. And as the tide really starts to pour out here, that's when these fish are really going to start to feed, and the larger fish come out to play. All right, let me take this from you here, Timmy. That's it. Crank him in there, Nolan. It's like a tow truck. Keep him up there.
I'm going to grab with 2 hands, no?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, there he goes. Woo! Oh, he's turning his handle. And
Come on, no! A little hard there, no?
That's it. Keep him coming. Oh, that's a nice fish there. Keep coming. Come on. A couple more cranks, you'll be home. He's almost straight up and down now. There he goes. He's fighting. There he comes, nice and easy. Stop right there. There we go. There he goes. A couple more cranks. Steer him into the net. There we go. Oh, big bluefish. Woo! Oh, baby. Oh, man. Look at that. What do you think of that, huh? Those little ones will just kind of suck it in sometimes. You all right there, Tim? Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. That could be it. Oh, that's a keeper. There we go. Watch out for that sinker. All right, there you go. Here, let's see him here, Kenny. Keeper? Let's get a picture. Yeah, I got him. Here we go. Woo! There we go. That's it. Keep him, Nolan. That's it. Keep them coming. That's it. Double headers for the kids here. Look at this. Woo! Oh. That's it. Another turn. Whoa, how's that one feel? Good, huh? That's it. Keep them coming. Another keeper striper could be. Here we go. Yeah, baby. Look at that, Nolan.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna be close. Whew, here. Come on over here. Sit down next to me, Nolan. Why, your brother? That's not bad, huh?
Yeah.
Let's measure him over here. What do you think he's gonna be? 26, 28, 25. Kiss him goodbye.
Brother right here. Oh, wait a minute. That's the keeper right there.
Yeah, the same size. Both shorts. Look at that, huh? Here, come on in here.
You guys get together.
Come on in here, Beth. Here, grab your fish by the thumb.
Got him?
Good and tight, good and tight.
He won't bite you. They have no teeth.
Grab him tight. That's it. Look at that. How about that, fellas, huh?
I'll give you a picture.
Good job.
There you go, guys. Good one.
All right, we can just throw him back in the water here. Whoop, just like that. There you go. Nice job, buddy. All right. Only guy knows what he's doing in this boat is Nolan and Blake. That's it. Come on, Tim. You can do it, Tim. Don't give up. Never give up.
Oh, what do we got?
Oh, big bluefish. Yeah, swing him in the boat, Ken. There you go. Woo, baby. Well, Nick, we got a whole evening ahead of us. There's a lot of things to do. I know once I lose you from this interview, I won't get you back again tonight. It was great seeing you.
It was.
You look great. We used to call him Joe Willie in high school. You looked just like Joe Willie Namath in those days. And, of course, I had my white shoes when I was playing football and stuff. But, Nick, how does somebody get involved with the Jimmy V Foundation? Look at the camera and tell them how they can call you and get a hold of you.
Well, there are two ways. They can go to our website, which is www.jimmyv.org, or just call on our 800 number, 1-800-4-JIMMY-V. And it's a toll-free call to our office. And we'll be glad to take their information and enlist them in the fight against cancer.
And who can forget that scene of your brother Jimmy accepting that award just a month or two before he died? I mean, no matter how old or young you are, that brought tears to everybody in the audience's eyes. It was a phenomenal scene, one of those things in sports you'll never forget.
We are starting the Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer Research. And its motto is, don't give up, don't ever give up. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Every minute that I have left, I will thank God for the day and the moment I have. And if you see me, smile and maybe give me a hug, because that's important to me too. But try, if you can, to support, whether it's AIDS or the Cancer Foundation, so that someone else might survive, might prosper, and might actually be cured of this dreaded disease. I've got to go, and I've got one last thing. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Cancer can take away all my physical abilities. It cannot touch my mind, it cannot touch my heart, and it cannot touch my soul. And those three things are going to carry on forever. I thank you, and God bless you all.
It's amazing. That speaks now. It's almost 13 years later. It has a life of its own. It's one that people want to see over and over again.
Right.
And what's really amazing is when young people see it, it moves them and it gets them. So it's a timeless piece.
Folks, you got to get involved and do it now before it's too late. Nick, I know you got a lot of things to do. We're going to go back and do some more fishing here now in the fishing line.
Good to see you, Rich.
Good to see you, Nick. That's it. Where's all my fishing buddies here today? We got Nolan here. Blake is catching a fish. Tim's on the rod over there. Blaine, the kids have a good time today, or what?
I think they had a great time today.
Well, thanks for coming up. It was a pleasure meeting you,
Pleasure was all mine.
Folks, I want to thank you folks for being with us, and I want to thank my fishing buddies here today. Blake Ford, Nolan Ford, Blaine Applegate, Tim Ford over there, and of course our host today, Dave Lawrence and the Celtic Horizon, and Mate Kenny doing this here. And we want to thank the Jimmy V Foundation for access to all their great stuff today too. So make sure you give something back to the community, whether it's going to your fisheries management meetings, putting something with some time and some effort like that, or getting involved with some kind of a foundation like the Jimmy V Foundation, which is where we hooked up, and now we'll be fishing again in the future, I'm sure,
I look forward to it.
Me too. Folks, stay with us here every week on the Fish Line, whether it's New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island. We're fishing in your own backyard. We'll see you next week. You read the credits. You want to catch a couple more before I go home? Attaboy. All right, we'll see you folks here next week. You got one here, Tim? Oh, we're here to Tim. Look at this. Well, you just don't want to see the show end, do you, Tim?
Stay here all day.
Come on, come on.
Look at that form.
Look at that form. He's a Sharpie here, real future Sharpie. You have fun today, huh?
Yes, great time.
Great, great.
Thank you, everybody.
Uh-oh. Come on, keep them coming.
The Fishing Line with Rich Johnson was brought to you by Marine Formula STABIL. To prevent the damaging effects of ethanol in your fuel tank, use Marine Formula STABIL. And by the Long Island Power Authority. More choice, better service, LIPA. And by the Fishing Report Hotline. 24-hour fishing reports. By phone when you need them.